Working with Sam, I've described as being with a Labrador pup that's in the back of the ute going 110 down the highway. It's relentless energy.
I'm heading off to Queanbeyan. The CWA, or Country Women's Association, are putting on a sold-out fundraiser for us, and it's going to be an absolute cracker. I wore a shirt and everything. I had to. It's my nice shirt. I've got one shirt. Can I squeeze through there? Is that all right? Sorry. Wow.
Sam has a way of making people believe that anything is possible.
Pretty good setup, isn't it? My pleasure.
I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. Me too. Yeah, thank you.
It's hard not to get on that excitement train with him. But Sam can sometimes be really hard on himself and expects a lot from his presentations.
It's a huge event out there. There's just weeks, if not months, of hard work have gone into this, which is partly why I'm shitting myself. You know, it's because I want it to work.
If you want to see the stage,
Yeah.
out there behind that screen is the stage.
It's so important to him that he's doing a good job, and I guess that self-critical voice is what's making him so anxious before a performance.
Feeling worthless comes from a litany of lifelong errors and faceplants. I think I justifiably thought of myself as a turd burger, and I had plenty of evidence to prove it.
Please give a warm welcome to Samuel Johnson.
You know, I used to be a big problem for myself, and now I've tapped into something that has helped me get away from the things I hated about myself.
If you are from one of the 3 R's, rural, regional or remote, you're nearly 20% more likely to die from cancer if you get diagnosed. I'm not okay with that inequity.
So, you know, I had the angel and the devil, and they duked it out, and the angel won.
My name's Sam Johnson, thanks.
I live in a little town called Talarook, about an hour north of Melbourne. It's a town of 950 people, and I love it. Hey, Vicky.
Hi, Sammy.
How you going? Any parcels?
Not today.
No? So I'm the Talarook postie now. All right, cool.
Yep. See you, bud.
I thought after a public holiday there might be parcels.
No.
See ya. Having a postie round on Monday, Wednesday and Friday morning makes sure there's 3 nights of the week where I'm not misbehaving. Problem is that I really love alcohol. It's fun. But I like a little too much. If I get too wasted, I'll misbehave, I'll lose my missus. I want her to be proud of me.
If Sam likes drinking, and he does, then your life's going to go to hell in a handbasket fairly quickly if you don't place some restrictions around it. So he has to do it by himself because no one else is going to tell him not to.
I've been working on wrestling the alligator for decades now. Things definitely aren't as bad as they were, but I'm not going to peddle some bullshit redemptive narrative here. I'm a work in progress. There's no neat bow on the end. It's not a cold turkey kind of thing. But I've got a lot of reasons not to do that now. There's too much at stake. No, I don't want to pretend like I'm going to vanquish you, but that is my intention.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's his will or if he's lucky or what, but it seems like life deals up a lot of things to Sam and he somehow triumphs over them.
People would say, geez, you've had a rough trot, or geez, how much can one man handle? But I see my life as quite idyllic.
I'll go on top.
All right.
Because I'm going to win.
Yeah, you always think that.
Righto, kiddo.
I grew up in a single-parent family. We grew up with Dad, me, and my two older sisters. Hilda was 9 years older, and then Connie was my age, basically, about a year older. I remember when he was teaching me how to play when I was a kid. Dad would renovate houses during the day and write books at night. So we'd go where the work was and where the houses were. And that's why I had a transient lifestyle.
Oh, very good, Samuel.
Thank you.
He was a wacky little kid. Everything was a dream and everything was magical. And he was such fun to be around because of that. Connie was very proper and liked things in order. They were very good friends, but so vastly different.
That was horrible.
We wouldn't be able to make a living out of this the way Dad and Mum did.
I didn't know they sharked together.
Yeah, they sharked.
I knew very little about my mum. Mum had a lot of mental health dramas, so I'm told that she divided her time between mental institutions and housing commission flats. And Mum killed herself when I was 3. There you go, your hit.
I just thought he was so little and wouldn't remember her, so we just never talked about it.
Thanks.
I didn't realise there was a gap, and he had to go and figure it out himself.
I was operating on very scant information, so my mother was basically a ghost and I couldn't find out much about her, but I did hear she was a poet. Eventually, when I was nearly 21, I found 200 or 300 of my mum's handwritten poems in my dad's filing cabinet. Wow. Oh. Oh, ouch. There's just clues everywhere, you know, like I've built my picture of her through the pictures that she paints in her poetry. It's just the most beautiful, painful little rainbow thing. The penultimate poem was addressed to me. This one just said in brackets at the top, for Samuel Joseph. It was just a couple of months before she committed suicide. And the final verse was, all the seas of joy rise to sing for you, boy, surge and swell and roar. All the seas of joy sound wonderfully near since you've been here. And I've got goosies now, you know, like I'm just so happy with her. She's a human now. She's a person. You know, did she hope that I would find it and read it one day? Because I did. It took me 20 years, but I found it. She didn't leave me. She opted out of life itself. And as I saw 20 years later in this beautiful poem that she wrote me, she loved me. So... I started acting in high school and all of a sudden I got work in TV dramas.
Oi, where do you think you're going?
So, what do you actually do?
I'm a poet. I guess we'll be saying a bit more of each other.
I loved acting. I wanted to be an actor. With every role there was a new challenge and a new family.
Okay, standing by.
I was 21 when I was hired for The Secret Life of Us.
And cut. Thank you.
Want to dance?
No, thanks, mate.
But they're playing our song.
Once he got the role in Secret Life of Us, that sort of went stratospheric.
I was thrust into that world before I'd learned how to equip myself with the tools needed to cope with life itself, let alone life in the spotlight.
I'm not sure of the effect fame had on Sam, but obviously he developed a party lifestyle after that.
So I was earning a lot of money. I could subsidise all kinds of lifestyle choices. I was a poly user, so I liked all the things. Look, at the end of the day,
you cop the public attention as a side effect, and most people can cope with that fairly well. But it just didn't sit with me well. It made me uncomfortable. So I went back to the country where I was born, and I thought, well, they'll keep me real.
In 2008, I did an Australian story after my girl Lainey committed suicide.
She's just one of the most lovely girls you could ever meet. But there was no warning. It just happened. If any of us could have picked it, we would have done our all to try and prevent it.
I was navigating my way through a fairly messy time, and I was trying to put a rainbow around something pretty horrible.
The darkness just happened in an instant and lasted a very long time.
I was going downhill pretty quickly, and I was certainly going through a very self-destructive kind of phase. We all want to mask the pain somehow, in some way, you know. And, you know, I had my issues there, and I think I already had a problem with alcohol before it happened, but it certainly accelerated my usage.
A star of the television series The Secret Life of Us will plead guilty to assaulting a man at Sydney's casino. It's alleged Samuel Johnson punched the man to the ground and stomped on his head at Star City.
Got involved in an incident I should never have gotten involved in, and I should have walked away, and I didn't. Well, I can only reiterate my apology, you know. I behaved like a goose.
Johnson was diagnosed with depression 18 months ago after his partner committed suicide. He'd just completed a rehabilitation course for alcohol addiction when the assault happened.
After you lose your partner, there's a lot of fumbling through the dark and you don't really know what you're doing. I sought a lot of help. I was diagnosed with bipolar, and I feel like that diagnosis kind of helped me. It gave me some meaning to all of the things that were happening inside me, and the medication helped moderate me. I took that for about 6 years, and then I staggered off it, and there's not been an incident since.
It took him some time to get back on track, but, you know, he forced himself to work at it and accept it, and it's allowed him to have this great ability to help others.
It's Connie who's the flame behind Sam's mission. Connie is in the background like a kind of spirit that illuminates everything that Sam does.
My sister Connie was first diagnosed with cancer when she was 11 and she beat it. Then when she was 21, she got cancer in her womb and she beat that too. And then when she was 33, she got another third cancer. This time it was breast cancer, this time it was terminal. Her kids were 2 and 3 when she got diagnosed.
What do you do when you're told that you have about 6 or 12 months to live? Well, you ring your brother and you ask him over for a few drinks. Once he's sufficiently lubricated, you then ask the question, Sam, will you ride around the country for me? On a unicycle? That night, over a few beverages, Love Your Sister was born.
She wanted to leave something. She wanted to make her disease make sense by raising this money for medical research.
I love you, Mum. I love you too.
She grew up without a mum, and she didn't want her kids to grow up without a mum. That's why she's like, get out there on a unicycle, do something.
I'm here to train. I do it to let out a lot of my frustration as well at Connie's illness, and often when I'm punching the bag, I'm punching her cancer. Next stop, the Love Your Sister photo shoot.
I thought, he's mad. He's mad. I was worried about the whole thing and didn't realise what Connie realised, which is that Sam needed this.
D-Day, it's time. Oh my gosh, can you believe this? Look at all the people. It's incredible.
In her heart of hearts,
She believed that setting up Love Your Sister with me would help me and save me before she died. And it did help me. I needed to fix a lot of broken things inside me. On the unicycle ride, I wanted to connect with the community.
Raised just over $24,000 for you tonight.
I ended up doing all kinds of amazing things. For 364 days, that's the time when I turned from being a pessimist into an optimist.
Thank you so much, man.
That's the exact time when I realised how amazing humanity is.
Doing a crackerjack job, Sam.
And I forgave myself a bit more.
Oh my God.
I had a lot of reasons to hate myself, but the more I focused on other people, the more my life improved.
I've waited for this moment and dreamt about this moment for so long. It's the most significant moment of my life and the best day of my life, mate.
He's my brother and my hero.
I think it changed his life. Just those edges sort of came off. He was more well-rounded, more emotionally capable, more physically capable, and more driven to do meaningful things.
On the unicycle ride, there was so much thinking time, and I'm sure that Sam wrestled with the idea of going back to acting, what to do with his life. And he was offered the role of Molly in the telly movie.
Mr. Meldrum, seriously, everyone just calls me Molly.
He was genuinely excited. He saw it as a big challenge.
I don't know what more I can say, but run right out and do yourself a favour.
How does it feel to be nominated for your portrayal of Molly?
Feels weird. And the TV Week Gold Logie goes to Samuel Johnson!
After I played Molly Meldrum, I retired from acting. I nearly lost Love Your Sister during that shoot. It was too much to do both. And yeah, I wasn't going to risk Love Your Sister again.
Tributes are being paid tonight to charity campaigner Connie Johnson following her death in Canberra.
Connie lived for 7 years post-terminal diagnosis, and you think you've spent that time grieving, you think you spent that time preparing, and there's nothing that prepares you for that, nothing.
By the time Connie died, I knew what to do. We talked about that. And I knew Love Your Sister had to keep going, and then I had to do it without her.
It took a few years after Connie's death for us to really hone in and decide what we were going to do. It became really clear to us that precision medicine was going to be the focus of Love Your Sister's future.
Sam hasn't stopped, even after losing his sister Connie to cancer. I'd like to introduce you to Sam Johnson.
It's my job to find as many people as I can and to tell them about precision medicine. What is it? Very basically, as soon as the patient is diagnosed, you do some genomic screening, which involves some molecular testing, and you put the patient on the right drug. First time,
For cancer patients, precision medicine is a much more personal approach that allows us to look at that individual patient's tumour, to look at the unique changes that are present in the tumour cells and not in normal cells, and we use the information we get from that to match that patient against the best drug for them.
A few days before my sister passed, Connie had no access to precision medicine. 13 years ago when we started Love Your Sister, we were right on the wave of it just kind of being new at that point. My sister's first line of medication failed. Her second line of medication failed. Her third line of medication failed. And on her fourth attempt, we found the right drug. But it was too late. Precision medicine. Connie should have had it. I don't just want precision medicine to go to rich people in the big smoke. I want precision medicine to be able to go everywhere. My name's Sam. Have a good one. But there are lots of barriers to precision medicine. One of the problems, the test is expensive. Love Your Sister is helping fund precision medicine for people in the regions, in places like this, so that they don't have to travel into the city for it, which often they can't do. I'm beyond pumped. This isn't just a fundraiser, this is where it's at. Dr. Lib? Hi.
Hi.
Sam.
Call me Lizzie, Sam.
Yeah, no worries.
Very nice to meet you. Let's walk and talk.
Yeah, no worries.
We offer precision medicine to all our patients with advanced cancer or who have an incurable or rare cancer.
So how many people in the area have been tested in the last 12 months?
So in the last 12 months, we've tested over 100 people in this region, right here close to home.
Right here?
Right here. So
And what's happened with those 100? How's it gone?
So of the 100 patients, 13 have been able to be matched through a targeted trial. So with those 13 people, for some of them the treatments have worked well, others not quite so, but in every case it has helped us to make more informed treatment decisions for them.
Love Your Sister has enabled us to expand from 2 or 3 sites around the country in regional Australia to 22 sites. So Sam's advocacy for regional and rural cancer patients is absolutely critical. He wanted to see us make sure that our country mates don't end up being left behind in all the hoopla about precision medicine.
I used to just be permanently on the move, constantly searching for answers to questions that were silly, until about 4 years ago when I had the accident.
It was the first night out of lockdown. We'd embarked on a long car journey to visit a friend. We were 25 minutes out from our destination and poor Sam was busting. So we pulled over for him to pee behind a very discreet tree. So I'm sitting in the car and I hear a big thud. Sam had stepped out from behind the tree and he got hit by a car.
I don't remember what happened, but Em does. She was holding my head together while the ambulance came. They found ground glass in my lungs and a 1.3 centimetre gap in my occipital bone, which is part of your skull, 3 fractures in my neck.
There's a chance that Sam could have died during that first 48 hours after the accident, and there was also an unknown period where we didn't know what the damage to his brain would be.
When I woke up from my accident, I couldn't believe how much Em cared for me. I woke up and just went, wow, I'm not awful. She really cares for me. And I just realised when I woke up from the accident that I was all right and that I needed to make sure that I cared for her as well as she cared for me.
He realised that perhaps he was a good person and was deserving of love. And he put the whip away and stopped being so hard on himself.
Up on the stage. 11:30 at the stage. 11:30. Oh, great. All right, I'll see you down there.
Once we knew that Sam was going to survive this accident, I sat back for about the 10th time in my life and went, how does he do it?
There's something major kind of happening in 55 minutes.
All right.
So please.
I've got no sense of smell. My balance is a bit wonky. But apart from that, I'm all right. Me and my missus call it the good accident. Because even though I nearly died and there's some major issues there, a little knock on the head kind of balanced everything out just nicely. If a couple of you, just a few of you, give me a couple of bucks, we're going to get over the $20 million raised mark. Yeah, right? But that's a little preemptive. We're not quite there yet. This is my Connie moment, you know, she'd be so happy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Charity's only on average last 8 years. And a lot of people that set up foundations for a loved one don't last after the loved one dies. So we worked really hard on making sure that we grew after she went. And I know, deep down in here, I know how happy and stoked she'd be. Thanks to Gucci Creek, thanks to all the individuals that just donated, that takes us over the $20 million mark raised. It happened here.
Raising $20 million, it's completely extraordinary. It's a testament to his character and his determination and the spirit of Connie that he hasn't lessened his desire to see change in 10 years.
I'm going to humbly request a group photo with all of us so that we can mark this $20 million raised.
I think Love Your Sister played a very big part in getting Sam to channel his own life and channel his own energies and find a purpose.
Where are you? There you are.
I can't imagine Sam without Love Your Sister, like I can't imagine Love Your Sister without Sam.
1, 2, 3.
Just around the corner, well, 5 k's, a beautiful river called the Goulburn River. There's a tree near the river and I sit by the tree, usually at dusk, and I get off on nature around me and read when I can. I'd describe my relationship with alcohol as really productive now. I'm nearly 50. I've worked hard on it for decades, still crack a can, but it's all very much under control. One day I would hope to cold turkey it, I really would. I think I'd be better off without it entirely. But I'm okay with it in my life as it is. I've put the whip away a few times over the decades, but I think it's pretty much gone now. I mean, you know, insofar as you can say it's gone, nothing's ever fully gone, I suppose. I don't have sad days. I don't really have bad days. Like, I'm not trying to paint a picture that's not true here. It's just my life now. It's like a rainbow life. It seems all right to me. I like it.